Zwierzątka! Halo? O, przespałam się na ziemi.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly.
Co to?
They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor.
Slippery devil.
Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
Co mam ćwiczyć na nim?
You
Języczek?
can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh,
Dobra.
and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it
Naciśnij
enriches his
tę,
experience.
weź szczotkę dla zwierząt i przytrzymaj. I przyciągnij na zestaw za...
That's lovely. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast food?
Ale fajnie.
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
Oh.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way
Perfect.
to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
Neasels?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Kotki.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Amirageus. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone.
Co on robił?
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Oho.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald.
Diri krak?
The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, Where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Oj, nie chciałam, przepraszam.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
Bardzo!
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for
Super
correctly,
są.
which
Będę
does not
zwierzątka na
include
pewno
torturing them for whiskers.
kolekcjonować. Bo chyba można
Well
zbierać.
done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps.
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years.
Dobra,
Be on the lookout for my owl.
dobra.
Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on
Dobra.
your own time.
I need to talk to you. Come here.
Did you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise.
A, to dobrze.
At least
Już
that's
myślałam,
what
że
we
mnie
decided
obraża.
it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
Nie wiem.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the... Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
Ciekawe, co zobaczymy.
Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back.
Oho. Tak, coś czułam. Jaki śliczny.
Please meet Highwing.
Highwing.
Isn't she just magnificent?
Jest magnificent.
Go on,
Śliczniutka.
introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
Ale super na nas patrzy. A, nie widać. Tak, przestawimy. Można pogłaskać
I
panią?
knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
O, najlepsze zajęcia były. I teraz Najlepsze rzeczy w Hogwarcie odkrywamy. Dopiero teraz. Jejciu. Zeżarła i poszła. Tak to właśnie dziewczyny robią.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howard mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering,
Obronimy
talking to
zwierzątka.
people. They're up to something.
Obronimy wszystkie
I'm just
zwierzątka.
not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on. What they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Fajonki. Fajonki są po złej stronie mocy.
Rebellion.
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. Trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
Myślałam, że jeszcze jakieś zwierzątka tu będą, ale okej. Jak mam zebrać smarki troll?
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Hello there, nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Serona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seemed as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now.
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him. About Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Have you heard what Ranrock and Rookwood are working on together?
Not much more than the fact that they seem to have some sort of uneasy alliance. Friendship between wizards and goblins is rare enough, but between those two, they each want something the other has. I can guarantee it. That said, I fear they're like a two-headed serpent. Both will need to be taken down to stop whatever scheme they've been plotting.
You seemed unfazed by Rookwood and Harlow the other day. They don't scare you.
They're bullies. Plain and simple. Never tolerated them in my own life, and certainly won't tolerate them going after my friends. Don't misunderstand me. They're dangerous wizards and shouldn't be trifled with. They should, however, be confronted and reminded, whenever possible, that the rest of us have each other's backs.
O, jaki przekaz.
Thank you, Serona.
If you find Lord Gog, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
Might I ask you some questions, Serona?
Of course you can.
Sorry, never mind.
If you find Lord Gog, please give him my best.
Welcome to the Og's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Lord Gog.
Hello, Lodgok. Serona said I might find you here.
She did, did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to, so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Serona trusts me, and she said she
Przekonujemy.
thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Serona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
Ale
I'm
pazury.
listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
If I retrieve the relic, how do I know you'll tell me the truth about what Ranrock says?
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
Dark wizards agree.
No dobra.
Meaner than troll. Only Thorns was the sort of slayer of love.
Mam nadzieję, że to jest...
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtgott. The witch considered herself a
Idziemy się
collector
pić.
and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused
Może
the goblins.
wypróbuję mandragorę.
Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind sees things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
Ciekawe jaki to level tego zadania.
Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Ugh, dreadful looking place, isn't it?
I będą inferiusy pewnie.
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The helmet of Urtkot is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind, and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Właśnie.
Considering a dark witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the dark protectors, known as Inferi. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold.
Nie.
Vanquish them with light, force, and most effectively fire.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain.
Tak sobie ustawmy.
Revelio.
Idziemy no. Cześć Kicia.
Revelio. It's sealed. Moths. Curious.
Ćmy ciągnie do światła.
Lumos. Merlin's beard. Confringo. Revelio.
Mandragory działają na inferiusy? Chyba nie. Więc tu ich nie będę próbować.
Revelio.
Jaki to jest level tej peleryny? Dwudziesty. Zobaczymy, czy damy radę.
Revelio. This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further.
Okradamy grobowce.
Incendio! Lumos.
Co to będzie?
Lumos. Lumos.
Ja chciałam iść do zwierzątek, a nie jakichś inferiusów.
Revelio.
Ja chcę wyjść stąd.
I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
Ojeju! To jeszcze pewnie nie koniec.
Revelio. Luma. If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated.
Do pulsu może?
Lumos. This has a moth imprinted on it, the same as the door.
Tak sobie myślę, jak tam wskoczyć w ogóle. Okej.
Lumos.
Czwórką. Dobra, nie denerwuj mnie.
Lumos.
Idziemy na Inferiusy.
Revelio.
O nie, to będzie trzeba...
I need to get that platform close to the town.
Będziemy chodzić po trupach. Co, jak tu wskoczymy, to pewnie nas pobiją, tak? Nie. No, okej. No to pewnie będzie do czegoś tam innego potrzebne. Dobra, spokójcie się, spokojnie. Tak? Nie? Nie, chyba za dużo wymagam. To chyba wszystko tutaj. Dobra, tu byliśmy.
What's that hanging there? Looks precarious.
Dobra, i co teraz tutaj?
Incendio! Confringo!
Teraz podsuwamy sobie. Gdzie ten hełm jest?
Revelio!
Nie, tu się cofam. Tam było... Dźwignią to otworzyć, okej.
Confringo! Down I go. No other way.
Dobra, lecimy.
Revelio.
Aj! Dobra, dobra, dobra. Au. Ale ich tu jest, kurde! O nie! Sorki. Wcisnęłam coś sobie. Au. No. No, dobra, dobra, dobra. W ogóle zapominam, że mogę używać tego podstawowego czaru. Coś jeszcze? Coś tu jeszcze jest, tak? Ledwo żyjemy. Nic nowego. Ja chciałam zwierzątka. Hipogryfy, jednorożce jakieś. Dobra, 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 dobra.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Gdzie druga? Cześć Artur. Hejka. Kulturalnie.
This looks even more complex. Revelio.
Tam jest jedna. Ćma, tam trzecia. Gdzie wyjście? Ej, serio! No tam przede mną, tak? Odleciała z powrotem?
Revelio.
Tak. Serio, gdzie jest to drugie wejście? Z ćmami. Ten, drzwi z ćmami? Że tam na górze? Coś było przed chwilą, nie?
Lumos.
Na górze po prawo. No fajnie, że spadam sobie. Okej. Tutaj.
Lumos.
Tylko ja tam wejść z ćmą. To już leciała. No nie wiem właśnie. Nie ma Alachomora! Zawaliłam zajęcia z Alachomora. Jak tu wejść? Jakiś inny sposób jest? Nie wiem, coś do przesunięcia? Widzicie może? Z dołu motylem strzelić? Czekaj, idziemy strzelić motylem. Może się udać, ale nie ze mną. A, i on się podnosi razem z tym. Dobra, dobra.
Lumos.
O ty! Dzięki, dzięki. Teraz tylko inferiuski, co?
The witch's final resting place. Lord Gok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus.
Będzie strasznie.
A dead Ashwinder. Better show this to Lord Gok. There must be some sort of mechanism for this doorway.
I już?
The sarcophagus has been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn, they got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
An entire camp of Rookwood's thieves. I might need assistance.
Unfortunately, we have no time. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how.
Myślałam, że będę
small,
mogła
with
sobie, nie
Ranrock.
wiem, kolego, koleżankę wziąć. Ale nie.
To think those wretched thieves.
Lord Gok, what should we do about the helmet thieves?
I'm afraid there's no choice but to stop them. Go to their camp and deal. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does.
Dobra, 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 dobra.
Revelio.
Słuchajcie, jest jesień. Okropna ta kapusta.
How wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a
Leviosa.
nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of snooswort.
Prawie. Ale by było prawie. Pozwala unosić i przesuwać przedmioty jednocześnie, więc...
Well done! Feel free to back, Professor. I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to
What's your
ask.
background?
Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
Forgive me, I was sure you must have been raised in the countryside.
I used to dream of just that. But it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time, and whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing bulb. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. Oh, I was terribly nervous when I arrived at the castle. You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter from Hogwarts. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library my first days here.
Jak ty usiadłaś?
It does take a while to adjust to being here.
Precisely, and I was remarkably fortunate. In fact, a 7th year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dearest friends.
How fortunate.
I was indeed. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the magicznymi. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
Brawo! Mamy Wingardium Leviosa w końcu. Myślę, że na tym zakończymy dzisiejszy stream.
Revelio.
To jest do poćwiczenia sobie.
You're a natural.
Aha. No, teraz będzie łatwiej. I ojeju, jak ja chcę zwierzątek więcej poznać. No, cudowne te lekcje z zwierzątkami były pierwsze. Zobaczymy, ile i jakie są dostępne zwierzątka w Hogwarts Legacy. Ja specjalnie jeszcze nie oglądałam, jak się je, wiecie, jak się nimi opiekować i jakie są zwierzątka, więc to wszystko jeszcze przed nami i ja się na pewno będę świetnie bawić, poznając je od samego początku i nie patrząc na to, jak inni ludzie grali. To jednak eksploracja samemu jest najlepszą zabawą. O, i skrzynię znalazłam. Dzięki wielkie. Zapraszam jeszcze na Discorda, na TikToka i na Instagrama też i na YouTube'a, którego dopiero zaczynam. Na Discordzie zawsze informuję, kiedy będą streamy, jak komuś się spodobało. Dzięki. Do zobaczenia. Śpiewajcie słodziutko. Proszę się wyspać na jutro. Pa.
The choices you make now will define the legacy of Hogwarts.